landslides in western Kenya after heavy rains started in mid-April.
It's 9:01.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
KLEK 102.5 FM, good morning to you on your Thursday. It's May 7th, 2020. This is Community Conversations. Kate Wonder is in the studio with you. I have Kubila joining me. She is via phone today. I couldn't get her out the house 2 days in a row. We're going to have to work on getting her out the house. We are supposed to have members of the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame joining us. They have not called in just yet. They are, we're waiting their call, and then as soon as they call in, we can begin our segment. I can kind of give you a little background on what they will be talking about. The Arkansas Black Hall of Fame is currently offering grants, and these are for nonprofit organizations that are helping people in the community that especially service the minority community in the state of Arkansas. They are particularly looking for organizations that are helping those that are dealing with COVID-19. So I'm going to go to the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame website. I'm going to kind of just read some of the criteria and the information for if you want to apply. And if you have a nonprofit organization, then I definitely encourage you to apply. In fact, KLEK, we applied ourselves. The grants are for up to $1,000. In fact, shout out to Sydney Thompson of KJNB. She actually did a story about their Arkansas Black Hall of Fame's efforts and talking to some of the people that applied. So the website is arblackhalloffame.org. Again, it's arblackhalloffame.org. And as soon as you pull up the website, there's a window and it says ABHOF Foundation COVID-19 Relief Initiative. We are proud to respond to the needs of Black and other underserved communities and want to help bring relief to those affected by the global health crisis through our COVID-19 Relief Initiative. And then there's two things. There's Arkansas nonprofits and there's donors. Now, in addition to those that can apply for the grants, they're actually looking to get donations as well. I believe they said they had $25,000 and they're trying to double that. So if you would like to donate so that they can actually serve more nonprofits, you can do it as well. So you can click the apply link and it'll take you to another page. And it's a really short application process. It says the name of your organization, type of organization, your address, contact information. Then it asks mini grant narrative. Describe the needs to be met with these funds. Then list the items that will be purchased. Then the target population. And then say how will these items purchased with funds be distributed. The requested amount not to receive $1,000. And then it says, if funded, will you add the statement funding provided by a grant from the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame Foundation on any materials, correspondence, or social media platforms? So then you click done. So you can do it within a few minutes. So Kubila, I just want to get your thoughts on this while I try to see where our guests are.
Well, I think this grant, even though it's $1,000, it's still not anything to turn your nose up at.
Well, I didn't.
This money can go a long way. Nonprofits know what it's like to sometimes operate on a very low budget. However, when you are trying to provide services for those that are affected by the virus pandemic, those funds can go a long way. And again, helping to meet those, what social workers like to call psychosocial needs, those things that are not, food, clothes, maybe some shelter assistance, things for children, their children. So the money can go a long way. I know that there are many organizations that are trying to provide those food services. Several churches have, handed out grocery items, but if they have a nonprofit under their belt, that money can go, they can save the money, their out-of-pocket money, and then, or they can go to the food bank. And so the money is still recycled throughout the community. So the money can be very beneficial to different people, depending on what services they are offering. And I would love to see more grantors step up, or more funders, I should say, funders, sponsors, donators step up and realize that there is a need in these communities, and these nonprofits are doing the best they can, because right now during this time, people are getting kind of tight with the purse, and the work still has to go on somehow, and it still has to be funded somehow. So I would love to see some of those purse strings loosened, as well as people receiving the grant money they so desperately need during this time. Many nonprofits are what I would call the boots on the ground organizations. They're the ones that interact with the community members directly versus these bigger corporations. So let's help keep these nonprofits running. And nonprofits, please go out there and apply for this money. And there are many other sources, but please do not let an opportunity to get some extra funds in your account to service your clients pass you by.
Absolutely. One grant that KLEK applied for and received, it was also $4,000. It was from the Arkansas Community Foundation, and the criteria is pretty similar. Basically, if you are doing anything to help, especially help those dealing with COVID-19, then you are eligible. And here's just some of the things that they're talking about. I'm still on the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame website. It says priority will be given to organizations that are specifically addressing economic hardships of Arkansans related to COVID-19, including food insecurity, housing, etc., physical and mental health care needs related to COVID-19, educational needs of students related to COVID-19, and then it gives some examples. It says uses of this funding could include providing personal protective PPE and emergency supplies for sanitation and public health, providing emergency assistance, food, shelter, transportation, living expenses, rent, utility assistance, disseminating public health information to client. This could include translation services, and that would be one in which KLEK would fall under, since as a radio station we disseminate information. Deliverables. If assistance is provided, you must provide a written report on how the funds were used. So again, if you are helping in any way, and even if it's something that's not listed, still apply. They may still say, hey, you know what, that's a good idea right now. We'll go ahead and kick in some funds to help out with that. And one thing about these smaller grant applications, they're not as restrictive. They're not as involved. They're typically an easy process, and usually the decisions are rendered pretty quickly. So again, it's just that's another reason to apply for. You don't want to get intimidated, thinking, oh, it's just going to be too much, I don't know what I'm doing. Just tell your story. Tell your story the best way that you know how. And of course, there is assistance available. I do have to shout out Shanquetta Cunningham of Cares Grants and Services. If you need assistance, they are available, and more information available at consultcares.com if you just absolutely need the services of a grant writer.
I want to touch on something you just mentioned when you said tell your story. And this is one thing, giving a shout out to Shanquetta. When I attended the last nonprofit summit, that was one of the resounding themes, was be ready to tell your story on the spot. She did a on the spot giveaway for people to do basically tell their story. They only had like 90 seconds to tell, what their organization was about. And the purpose of that was because you never know who you're going to meet, and they may ask you some questions off the fly about your organization, and you can't give a few basic bits of information, who you are, what you stand for, who you serve, in a short span of time. You may lose a potential donor. So always have at least a postcard size, note card size of information readily available and in your memory bank, so that you can recite it. It doesn't need to come off, again, it doesn't need to come off recited. It needs to feel organic, especially to the person you're talking to. And this would be a great conversation to have with all the team members of the organization. Do they know what you stand for? Do they know what your purpose? Do they know the clients you serve, the demographics and that nature? So, yes, have these conversations with your team members and make what you do a part of your daily life. So,
with KLEK, somebody once said something, and I actually adopted this. They say, KLEK, you all build bridges and build communities. I said, you know what? I like that. We build bridges and we build communities. And when you think about it, we do because, in this very room, which Quabila and I both have sat in, or I'm sitting in right now, we've had a wide cross section of the community come in from all races, all backgrounds, all ages, all nationalities. But everyone that comes through gets the same opportunity to tell their stories. So by allowing other people to tell their stories, we're able to use this platform to get information out, to again build bridges and build communities amongst groups that may not normally interact with each other. Okay, so where's my prize? That was my pitch.
Well, you get another day on the air. I don't have the money to give
I know
for that.
I'm messing with you, but you are right. It is important, because obviously if you don't know what you're doing, how can you expect somebody else to get behind what you're doing? So you do have to know I believe it's something that you got going on your podcast. Know your why.
Yes.
Why you do what you do.
And that's one thing I share. Like when people ask me why do I volunteer, because one, the mission of KLEK is bigger than me, and I just want to do my part to reach out to the community to help again build those bridges or bridge those gaps. I want to help meet a need of someone. I want to help share information that they may not have had access to otherwise. And God gave me the gift of gab and a charming personality, so hey, why not use that as well?
Well, yeah, everybody does love your bubbly personality. So well, go ahead then. I'm gonna switch gears for a moment. Well, I'm just gonna say I want to thank everybody that came out yesterday to our clothing and supply distribution. Thank you to everyone that volunteered. Thank you to In His Wings Ministries, Craighead, Crowley's Ridge Development Council, Dr. Lisa Perry and her staff for coming. Even the volunteers who just randomly showed up when we needed help to get started. Okay, also can't forget about Legends Barbecue Smokehouse for the free food. Andy Storage and Rentals and Gold Minis Storage of Jonesboro for providing the trailers. Just again, it's another example of building communities, different organizations coming together and different, even people not affiliated with the organization coming together to pull this off. I think we may have had I have to ask Dr. Perry how many bags they got through, but I know we went through almost every bag. So I know at least a couple hundred people were able to get clothing yesterday. And we still got plenty more left, so stay tuned to KLEK on the radio and on social media for the next. We will do another one within the next 2 weeks, and we'll get that information out because we want to give all these clothes and supplies away. We want to be there for those in the community.
One thing that really warmed my heart was for the people that did come out to receive items or to pick up items, they turned around and said, well, do you still need volunteers? So that just shows me the caliber of people we have in our community. Even though they had a need, they were still willing to give their time and energy to help other people in need as well. So that really warmed my heart seeing that.
Well, absolutely. And one particular lady, her name is Hope. She had actually volunteered in the past to kind of help us organize things because she has experience with setting up these kind of things. And she came this morning not to help out, but again, like Wabila said, just to get a few items. And, when she saw that, we were kind of scrambling, trying to get everything together, she immediately jumped into action and she stayed the majority of the day. We went from 10 to 6. I think she may have stayed to about 3 or 4.
Oh, wow. That's really wonderful. So, yeah, we have there's great people here in this community. And if you're a nonprofit, I'm going to say, these are things to include in your story when you're writing these grants. You have volunteers that are willing to help, but the extra funding will go to pay for supplies that someone doesn't have to come out of their pocket for. So make sure to include your volunteers in your grants. I think that will go a long way to help. I can't guarantee it to get your grant, but I think it will help add a little weight to the story of your,
well, some grant applications, you actually have to put that because, you have to actually calculate like your in-kind contributions, and that, a big part of that is volunteer hours as well. So, it is important to stay on top of that. And got to shout out a couple more vouchers, and this may be our guest, hopefully. Yeah, so hold on just a second. KLEK. KLEK. Hello? 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 Let me see if I can catch them on the on-air thing. KLEK, you're on the air. Hello? I think we lost them. Well, maybe hopefully they'll call back. Sorry about that, Kubita. Where were you at?
Oh, well, no, I was done pretty much. You were saying that most grants actually require you to report your in-kind, report, an in-kind report. As far as how many volunteers are, you know more about how to explain that, so I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like the quick version. I get into detailed technical information. All right, I think this might be. Let's try this again. KLEK, you're on the air.
Good morning. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning.
This is Audrey. I'm just calling to check in.
Okay, all right, from Arkansas Black Hall of Fame.
No, Audrey, they work up there with you.
Oh, okay. Well, we're looking for a guest right now. Call back after 10 o'clock when we're finished with the show.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. No, that was actually one of our volunteers.
Okay.
So, actually, we just got an email that says sorry that he says sorry the person forgot. So they're trying to see if they can get him on before we get up off the air. But it's all right though. We're gonna still help promote their cause because we think this is a worthy cause. So if you're just tuning in, the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame is giving away grants for up to $1,000 for nonprofit organizations that are helping with COVID-19. And if you want to apply for one of these grants, all you gotta do is go to arblackhalloffame.org. Again, that is arblackhalloffame.org. When you put up the website, you'll see a window. It'll have a link where you can click to apply, or if you would like to donate to help the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame be able to give out more grants, you can donate as well. In fact, their goal is to raise an additional $25,000. They've got $25,000 already. So, if people donate, that's more nonprofits, including KLEK. In the interest of full disclosure, KLEK did apply for one of these grants, but the more people that donate, the more people that they can actually award grants to.
Okay. And we know that nonprofits could really use that money right now. Again, there are organizations that are trying to provide services, and I'm not going to dare try to go into naming all of them and what service they provide, but there are resources available if you would like to know what organizations are out there and what service they provide, and kind of assess what their needs are. Maybe you can encourage them and push them in that direction to apply for these grants. Or on the flip side, if you know an organization or better yet a corporation, a company that has funds and they want to fulfill some type of philanthropical need.
All right, we got to call us. Maybe this may be our guest. Let's see. KLEK, you're on the air. Oh, well, they hung up, so. All right, well, I guess our guest wasn't able to make it, so we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap up. Hopefully, we can get the Arkansas Black Hall of Fame on either tomorrow or one day next week. We definitely want to get this information out about these grants. So, again, arblackhalloffame.org, COVID-19 Relief Initiative. If you are a nonprofit organization, go to that website, arblackhalloffame.org, and apply. Come get that money. We all can use it, all of us nonprofits. Also, if you are so generous and you would like to donate, then donate. They would definitely appreciate that as well. Shout out to all of the organizations in the community that throughout this pandemic are striving to make this community a better place. Remember to stay safe out there. Don't forget your social distancing. Wear your mask. Shout out to my girl SD for hooking up the KLEK/A5A mask. All right, Q, you got any shout outs? Anything you want to say? We got about 90 seconds.
I just want to shout out just the community of Jonesboro, period, Craig County. I mean, during this pandemic, epidemic, whatever you want to call it, everyone has stepped up to the call of duty. So thank you to every single person in Craighead County and Jonesboro in the listening area, in our listening area, KLEK. Thank you for supporting us too.
All right, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who supported KLEK. I'm going to go ahead and give a little quick on-air testimony in this last minute. You know, when all of this happened, I was concerned, as with several others, both business owners and even nonprofits, that, you know, there would be a decrease in funding because, you know, as things were shutting down and people had to tighten up their wallets, that we would lose funding, which could put us in a dire situation, even potentially risking us having to go off the air. But that has not happened. God has blessed KLEK. People have stepped up with their donations. People who are donors are keeping their commitments to donate. And so we just thank God for each and every one of you, because I know that things are getting tight and you could have actually taken us out of your budget, but you felt so compelled to keep us in your budget so that we can keep serving you. And so that just makes us redouble our commitment to serving you, to educate, entertain, and empower. You guys have a great and blessed day. This is KLEK 102.5 FM.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.